Well, good morning, everyone. Today, I want to have a quick conversation with you about something that I was reminded of. As a lot of us are, I'm involved in a lot of different groups. And in one of the groups that I was in, I saw a message about someone that looked like they were sort of reminiscing and walking through elements of my past. So I want to read something to you because it was a reminder of what I already wrote about in my book. And then I want to give you some insight about what happened when I got to this point in this lesson that I was writing about. So, my thought was just to go out on this date to see what he's like now. Well, that one date led to him living with me again. When I finally decided to look at my life, 18 months had passed. Only this time, I was not his wife, but he was still getting the royal treatment as if he was my husband. As I looked at him sitting on my couch, in my place, it dawned on me. I had allowed my life to be hijacked by a man that was not supporting my best qualities. I failed to see that God had sent someone to help me get clarity before all this began. I should have listened to my girlfriend when she told me to cancel that date. We all have that moment when God provides an opportunity to get away from the mess. Because I chose not to listen, I joined myself once again with a man that I knew was the same person after 15 years. I knew I could not share my dreams and goals with him. I knew he would not be able to help me get any better emotionally, physically, or otherwise. To make matters worse, there was no chemistry between us, only familiarity. Did I really want to spend the rest of my life like this because I was familiar with him? I knew there had to be something better than this for me. This could not have been what God's plan was for me. Then it hit me. What is God's plan? I had no idea. I then realized I never took the time. I read my horoscope. I did a palm reading analysis, the destiny reading test, and several others I thought would give me direction, only to discover none of it worked. I knew of God, but the thought of going to the creator of the universe about my love life, was God so personal that I could really share what I was looking for in a man? Did God play Cupid? Well, I decided to see. When I wrote that, I had to come to a lot of different decisions in my life about what I was going to do next. And one of the things that we fail to do, we go to so many different places and so many other things instead of taking the time to go to what my grandmother calls your basic instruction book before leaving earth. The Bible has principles that you can apply to any element and every aspect that you will walk through in your life. But I had not yet learned that. See, a lot of times when you hear people give you the lessons that they have currently arrived at, you sit there trying to figure out, can you do it too? Well, I wrote my book to let you know that I have gone through some of the same struggles that a lot of people are currently encountering, and I had to figure it out. I had to take a moment, just like you will have to take a moment, to center myself, to get seated into who God is. And this is not about religion. As far as religion is concerned, I am the poster child of all the various things that take place. I was raised Catholic, went through being a Lutheran, and then to top all of that off, I went through my own personal journey to figure out if the God that I knew that my grandmother was trying to give me insight on, hey, Miss Sharon, and give me some direction about was the God for me. Well, I took the time by studying other religions. I've been a Mormon, a Buddhist, a Scientologist. I've gone through, oh, we're not going to walk down that path. So much hot mess because religion gives you segmented views and thoughts of who you are, but it's a relationship that I needed. It was a relationship that I had to come face to face with to deal with the mess in my life. God did play Cupid. And I only discovered that because I took the time to develop a personal relationship. This has nothing to do with religion. God is not about religion. He did not put himself in a position to pour out his deity, to die on a cross for us to have religion. He did that for relationship. And because God is a relational being, so are we. And in order for us to get more clarity about the relationship that God put in the seat of our soul, because in the midst of your mess, God wrote in the DNA of who you are, who he is, so that you can get the answers that you need. So that in the middle of mess, like the one that we are currently in this pandemic, you can find what you're looking for. You can find what you need. I learned then that God is a personal God for every element of my being. And because he is such a personal God, I can ask for personal guidance on what I'm going through. So whatever you are going through in this moment, some people are stuck in quarantine with people they don't want to be present with, in separate rooms, in separate environments, trying to be civil, trying to function and not knowing how. Well, your answer is in a relationship with who God is. He wants you to reach out to him, and he's got answers for you, because here's the beautiful thing I had to learn. I had to learn that the same way God knows how to tap into the center of my soul, he knows how to do that for those around me as well. And when I was going through that mess with my ex-husband, I needed God to tap into him because I didn't know how. You saw what I just read, the stupidity that I allowed myself to walk back into because I was familiar with it, because I thought, in my understanding, without getting guidance and direction from God, that I could come up with the best possible solution and give that man some understanding about what could possibly work out well for us. Well, I was wrong. Only God can give him direction about what he needs, and only God can give me direction about what I need. So on my Saturday saying, I take this moment to let you know that you will get through this. And it's by building a personal relationship with God. Because that's how I made it to the other side. And those of you that know the journey, God did play Cupid. My current husband is a physical manifestation of God's love for me, and a reminder that God is personal. So take a moment today, while we're stuck in this quarantine moment, to get personal with God, to find a relationship, not religion, so that you will come out better on the other side. Take care, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the day.